Hello, guys and gals, animal friends, and spirit pals. Welcome to Spirit Whisper Channel. It's Animal and Nature Day. And look who I have with me. Teri.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, yay.
Yay. Thank you, Mark. I love your gloves, by the way.
Thank you. They're a little bit makeshift. I added the fur to them.
Oh, you did? Yeah. That makes them. Yeah, it needed that.
Then it just makes them a little bit more gay and fabulous. And then I wore my Santa and the Animals shirt for Animal Day. He's got a bunch of animals on here with him.
I love that. He's so cute with his animals.
And you know, the legend is that on Christmas Eve, the animals get the gift of speech.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a Christmas legend and story that the animals speak at midnight on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Well, I'm dressed as my elf today.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Oh, Teri says all readings. Well, we'll probably focus mostly on nature and animals, but you never know.
Yeah.
Because I'm nothing if not spontaneous, and I might just flip over. But I've already been starring lots of questions, more than we'll get to. But you guys can still put some in, and as long as I see them, which once I start reading, it's a little harder for me to stay focused on them.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mark's always really, really good about reading a question fully. Instead of doing a lot, you do the ones that you get in an excellent way.
Yeah.
So everybody can get something out of them.
Right. Yeah, I don't do this fastest reading in the world usually.
No, but I admire that. And I have like they're wanting me to say quantified that, but it's like brought that into my field because I think it's important.
Yeah.
It's a way to do it.
I think so. And that's the reason why I like reading with somebody else, because oftentimes we'll go at things from different angles and things like that come together and create a bigger picture. Or sometimes we get the exact same thing. A lot of times that happens. That happens a lot with me and what's her name? Debbie. Debbie's overseas. So that's why she's not here. She's having a Christmas vacation that was gifted to her. So she's out there tooting about in the other continents. She's going to Turkey, you know, everyone's number one vacation location. and Greece, which actually, you know, Turkey and Greece. There you go.
Yeah.
Delicious.
They're so close to each other.
Taste treats. Like when Jersey and I went, Turkey? What? I mean, nothing against Turkey, but why was that your Christmas vacation location? She said, well, I didn't really pick it. It was given to me. I went, oh, okay. Because I was I didn't know you had such a Greece, maybe, but I know.
My brother-in-law is actually from Istanbul, from Turkey.
Cool.
And his I have not been there yet, but I've been to Greece a few times, and the south of Turkey is supposed to be amazing, just beautiful. The seaside, just gorgeous.
Like Greece.
I loved Greece. Yeah, I love the food. Everything's really fresh because they grow it all there, and the ocean's beautiful. You know, the people are lovely too.
That's great. Yeah. I've never got to go nowhere. A few tiny places, but I've not ever been to Europe or anything. I'd love to go though.
Yeah, we should go.
I'd really like to just go to England, actually, because I've always felt like an affinity for that. British thing, the whole England, Ireland, all that.
I could see you there in the tower.
Yep.
All the jewels.
Yeah. Little queen. You know, I've always been partial to queens.
Your prince will come.
My British roots. Actually, there was a person on here that does, you know, what is it? Lineage and DNA and all that. She does that where you go and you find out who your relatives are.
Yeah.
It's a thing that people do. I can't think of the word, but
Genealogy
there
or
you go.
ancestry. Yeah.
And she looked in mine slightly, and she said that I was a distant cousin to Queen Elizabeth.
I can see that. That's what, yeah.
That's where I get it.
Well, if you go there, the tower is where they keep all the jewels. So not only do they behead people there, but now they keep all the jewels there too. Yeah.
Tower of London.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Well, we've chitted and we've chatted. And so now we're going to start doing some readings. Oh, goodness. I get distracted because I start reading that there's more questions. There's no way we're going to get to all of them. But I like to pretend. Okay.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, it's so nice to see what everybody's saying. Debbie and Anonymous. Man, that's cool, Anonymous.
Lots of people are here.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to switch over to my starred page, which means I can't continue to read the chat. If you see a desperate question, just let me know.
Okay, I will.
Because I'm having a hard time keeping down to the bottom at this point.
Okay.
The horrible problems I have. Too many people asking questions. Okay, but man, okay. So hi, everybody. We're so glad you joined us here today. And let's see if we can get started here. Now, when I call your name out, I want you to be here, or I'm going to go to a different person to read. Now, if sometimes you can't just answer lickety split. But if you say, yeah, Mark, I am here, then I'll go back to you. Okay. But just in an effort to keep things moving, I am going to jump around a little bit. Sometimes I try to hit people that I never read for, just to give them, a nice gift. Okay. Let's read for Karen Keating and then Dawn Turner. So Karen, are you here, or Dawn? Anybody had any drones over their house?
We had, there's Karen. Karen's here. Yeah, we had some in KC. I did not see them yet, but we did have them.
I don't think they're UFOs. I don't think they're space brothers.
Yeah. I've been kind of effy about them, but Cash Peters did a thing this weekend and said that he thought they were us coming back, if anything. But he thought they were us.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that made a little bit of sense.
I feel like they're human, though. I don't know. It doesn't feel like.
Yeah.
Space brothers. I don't know. It seems too stupid for them to do that. Plus, what's the point of it? It seems so weird. It's distracting. Yeah. Perhaps just a distraction. Okay, so we said that I almost pushed the end stream button. That would have been terrible.
I've done that before.
Karen Keating. So Karen said she's here, right?
Yes, she did.
We did not see Dawn yet. But we're still watching. Okay. And by the way, moderators out there, thank you so much. I see Gina helping me out. I see Annie Bear helping. I do appreciate it, guys. And I always notice you helping.
I think Ness is here too, helping.
Oh, yeah, Ness. Thank you, Ness.
Yeah.
That's true. It's raining here at my house today. Very overcast. I had a metal roof put on my house a couple years ago, and that's the best thing, is that when it rains, it sounds so pretty on the roof.
I love a metal roof. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, there's Dawn too, and the sound is great.
Dawn.
So Dawn's here too. Okay, Dawn, you're next. Okay. Hi, Karen. I'd like to know if my 10-year-old cat, Susie, will ever warm up to our 10-month-old kitten, Minnie. Susie hisses and swipes at Minnie when she gets near. Thanks for this live stream. You're welcome, sweetie. Well, it feels kind of like normal kitty cat behavior. especially when you get like an older established cat and a brand new pipsqueak. So that feels sort of like just normal. I'm going to teach this kitten some manners.
Yeah.
Right off the bat is what I'm hearing. But you look and tell me what you see.
Okay.
Sweetie pie, Teri. I am going to pull a couple cards, but
I am too. It looks like, for me, it seems like they're going to reach an understanding if they haven't already. This might be kind of show, but I see their paws coming together like a handshake, a paw shake.
Yeah. Well, Susie is going to be the boss because she's established there. She's been there. It's her home. You brought in this new kitten. It'd be great to have a little talk to her, to Susie, and say, we want to expand the family and we want you to cooperate and help the little kitten, because Susie will step into the job of mentor or teaching her, because little kitten, even at 10 months, is full of kitten brains, which means I don't really focus. I don't really pay that much attention. I'm just being excitable and having fun and jumping and spitting and it's and hopping. And oh, look, there's a big cat. I'm going to go jump in her face. And she goes, back it up. So she's trying to teach her some, rules and regulations of the house. She thinks not only her rules and regulations, but yours. So she's going to take that position. And she says, I can do it. I can live up to the job. Now, sometimes that, she might do a little punk and a hiss, but that's the way they teach. And so sometimes it looks worse to us than it does to them, and it has sometimes to be like no, I mean it, like that, it don't really hurt them, but the baby's going to react like, oh my God, I was told to do something, and all that. So kind of enjoy it. A sit down talk always helps. Just that, you let them know what the picture is and what we're moving to. But I feel like they're both there to end up being friends.
Yeah, I do too. They're saying something about their food.
Oh.
I don't know if they're eating too close together, Karen, if their bowls are farther apart, but they're kind of showing me their bowls here.
Okay.
And just to yeah, you might put one bowl at one side of the house and not one side of the house, but one side of the kitchen, whichever area that they're eating in. Kind of separate that out a little bit. They get fed in separate rooms, then maybe they need to go closer. But something about the bowls to make sure that they both know they're getting the same thing. There might be some competition there. So.
Is the kitten getting kitten food? Like sometimes they'll have wet food for kittens, or
yeah,
there might be a little bit of difference in it. And Susie going, why is that little brat getting different stuff? There might be something about that, but you'll know about that. In the end, though, they're going to do okay. Now, a 10-year-old cat, she's into being herself, having lovely moments alone, cleaning, meditating. So there'll be a lot of back it up. This is not the time. Yeah. So there's just a little bit of that. Why does she get that kitten food? So, you might give her a couple bites so she knows it's nothing else. It's just cat food. It's not like it smells different or something. So, they're doing fine, hon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I pulled divine timing for you, Karen.
Yeah.
But we do that with our dog and our cat. And I give them each a little bit of dog food and the other one a little bit of cat food so that they know.
Yeah, I know. I've done that same thing too. Every once in
Yeah.
a while. Because my cats, they're so into temptations, those little treats, the little
Oh, yeah.
chomper, like all four of them. And if ever one asks me for one, then the other three faces are like, yeah, is somebody getting them? Because you have 4 cats. So then I have to go around, and then the 2 dogs go, why do they get this special? There's all the cats having this, and we sit with a sad face. So then I have to give them 2 temptations and go, there you go. You guys are all nerve-wracking. But, it's a lot of that kind of,
Yeah.
we're all equal. Hey, Annie Bear, I'm making beans today, too. Look at you and me, both having beans. I love beans, actually. I'm a big old soup bean person.
I love beans. Yeah. I love soup too.
Yeah, I love soup. I just had potato soup earlier in the week that I made, and it was so delicious.
Oh, man.
It was
Yeah.
creamy, and buttery. It was good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I love potato soup.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, temptations are cats very. Yeah, they will go crazy for it, though.
Yeah.
They're so spoiled. And like when I keep a big one, and I usually dump the smaller packages into the big container. But Meriwether, she loves when I open up a new little, it's the regular size, the box.
Yeah.
Then you take the plastic off of it. She immediately sticks her head in it and starts eating from the thing, because I'm trying to dole them out to everybody. Then after I go, okay, face, could you? And I give her some on the ground. Anyway.
Yeah.
Make me laugh all the time. Yes, Christine, I love potato soup. Okay.
They're hilarious.
I could talk about food forever, but we're going to move on to Dawn. So, Glenn, if you're here, you'll be next. I'm going to call out somebody else.
Okay. I'll look for him.
Lila or Layla. So you two say hello if you're here. Oh, say, now we're going to Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Oh, I think Glenn is here. Glenn
you.
Aussies. Yeah.
Thank you. Yep, you'll be next, Glenn. So is my Missy pup sicker than I can tell? Thank you. There's Leela too. Leela. Oh, good. I did it the second time, huh, Leela? No, since I said it wrong, I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. You'll be next, sweetie. Thank you guys for answering. That's so great. I like to read with the person present, even if I don't ask anything. Okay.
Yeah.
It just makes all the difference energetically.
It does.
So, Missy, what's going on? What's she doing? If you just give me a couple little, how's she being sick? Is she not eating? Is she throwing up? What's going on? Just the basic thing.
Yeah, I'm feeling something in her stomach. I don't know if it's nerves or if it's she ate something. Dawn.
Say pup. Is it a pup? Because I call my dogs puppies all the time, and they're full grown adults.
Yeah.
Call them puppies. She seems to have tremors at times and doesn't eat at times. Okay, thanks, Dawn.
Oh. Yeah.
She's 14. Yeah. So I was thinking, I don't think she's a puppy, but I certainly get that we call them pup. So 14 little puppums, some tremors and not eating. I love that you're doing drawing.
Oh, they're doing it all the time, showing it to me. Did she eat something, Dawn?
It might Maybe.
that she can't let go of? Because I pulled surrender and release too. So she might need to have something in her stomach or something that needs to be passed.
I don't really feel anything like quick to the vet. I don't get that.
Yeah.
This feels more like it'll pass kind of a thing. Now the eating, because she's getting up there, but as they get older, they don't have the same appetite. And sometimes they'll just not eat for a day or something. Alaska did that to me yesterday. She would not eat any of her dinner.
Oh my gosh.
And she does that every once in a while. She just don't feel like it. And I'll try and just, I'm on a diet today. And then the next day she's right back to eating. So it's just her choice, which they'll do. Buttercup says, I'll just go ahead and eat. Thank you very much. I'm not really on a diet today. But I feel like she's doing pretty good. I get this, Faith, you have all you need right now. So I think she's doing pretty good. Even, look, she's got a little empty bowl in her mouth. So that's kind of like, I just didn't feel like eating to me. Yeah. It wasn't that I'm starving or anything, or sick. Now the tremor, though, what did you get with your drawings?
Okay, so there's 3 bowls, and then there's lights coming down off the bowls.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's odd. It sounds weird, but it kind of feels like she has maybe she ate a bug or something, and that doesn't have to be a physical bug. It could be a metaphor for that she's got a little bug inside her, like a flu. Yeah, you worry about the tremors, right? I would too. She has an appointment with the chiropractor, she says. That's great, Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Even have access to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
As quickly as my little Garoonies. Do we think the chiropractor will be helpful for Missy? Yes, big fat yes. It almost strangled me with the rods. She couldn't be getting better cared on. She's very well cared for. She is Missy in pain? No.
She says 2 years ago it took 6 months to clear up an infection.
I think that the chiropractic will help.
Yeah, I do too. I get a big yes on that.
I did too, like immediately. Didn't even wait. It just zoomed into.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in pain. That tremoring. I don't know. I'm not getting very clear on what is that? What's causing that?
It's okay. Wait a minute. So, animals can see. This is going to sound weird, but these look like spaceships now. So I don't know if she has orbs visiting her or.
Well, because my very first thought was it's related to energy.
Yeah.
And then we kind of got off physical, but I still can't get away from its sort of energetic response. Because when I'm looking, what's causing that? It feels like a little shiver or a little.
Yeah, a little shake.
So it could be energetic. Here's the thing. You know how we're feeling? Some of us are feeling a little off, or I've had a lot of you tell me that your psychic abilities have suddenly become a thing, or you didn't even know you had them. or something like that. And so they're advancing, stuff like that. And the animals are also going through energetic changes. Now, animals can see energy or spirit
100%.
anyway. Uh,
Did you see what Dawn said? She said she used to belong to a little girl who passed in a car accident.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that energy visits her. This seems energetic. I'm not, I mean, I go to the chiropractor and see if that helps. That's great. But it does seem like she's sensitive to energy in general. Uh, like she's connected to you energetically, Dawn. So, you know, you said, well, she used to belong to somebody else, but she likes her partnership with you. She feels like you two are very connected. She's glad that's where she is, where she ended up. Um, she doesn't really live in the past. She's very grateful. So she has gratitude. We like being with you, all that. But energetically, I think she's sensitive to it. And maybe this is like kind of a side effect, like an energetic side effect.
Is it,
Yeah, go ahead.
does it kind of feel to you like she's stepping out in and out of both worlds? Like she's going to visit the little one, the little girl, and then also coming back to Dawn? Oh, you've had her for 13 years now, Dawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's yours. I got that. She don't really think about that old relation. I mean, she might.
Okay.
It's really about you at this point. And I think that's where she meant to be the whole time. Because if you've had it for 13 years and she's just 14, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, so now they clean up your act. Well, Don, we might all need to do that. But a lot of them come in, and that's part of what they do for us, dogs and cats. They help to balance out our energy. When they sense it's a little off or it's dipping, or they'll assist. A lot of times I'll see it as just like our auric field might have a little letdown in it somewhere, and they help fill it back up. But they'll like jump in there and let's raise the energy. And a lot of times they'll do that by laying down, having a nap with you, or they just want to be quiet with you for a little bit, something like that. I don't feel too, even though she's getting up there, I'm not feeling too alarmed about a physical thing, really. It feels more energetic to me. And
Yeah.
eating is just, it's a choice, not sickness anyway. Well, that's what we got there. Okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Dawn.
I might have read for you before, but I can't remember. All right. So Glenn said he was here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to him next.
Yeah, and it's really, really early or really, really late in Australia.
Oh, yeah. I said he. I'm not sure it is, but we'll see. Okay. I need help. My 11-year-old Australian Shepherd, I'm going to think, Phantom, has been having neural issues. Is he in pain? Is he okay with being so unsteady? He's 11. Okay. Phantom. We're not doctors or vets.
Oh, Glenn's in Seattle. Okay, good, Glenn.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah, he was talking about his dog being an Aussie.
Okay.
So that would be an Australian Shepherd, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Phantom. I can feel it. I'm going to have to take off my gloves. We saw neural. I can't say that word. Get an MRI. Yeah.
Hmm.
Go ahead if you got something.
Um, he's kind of pointing out something around his ear, Glenn. That's kind of twitching, makes him twitch. It feels like I'm sure they looked at his ears and checked that, but I feel like there's something over there. And let me say, I'm on my 4th Aussie, Glenn. I love Aussies.
Yes.
Yeah, Phantom Starling.
A good friend of mine always had Australian Shepherds.
Yeah.
And I loved them.
I do too. I've had them for the last 30 years, maybe 40.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe he's getting an ear infection. Yeah. Well, that would be good if that's all it was. But an ear infection could cause you to be wonky, and instead as well. Let's see. Well, this is what he's telling me. He gets a little bit of mixed messages in his head, a little bit. So there's a little bit of like, I don't know, a fogginess, or maybe things don't. He has a constriction in his neck per the, yeah. Because look, he gives me this little picture here, like, and it goes back to us kind of showing the back of his neck and stuff, and he has these different pictures. So it's like, it's not his thinking isn't as clear or something. This feels like you'd say, well, 11 isn't that old, but it does feel a little bit age related in that let me see, how am I saying this? Like the kind of the beginnings of a little bit of a, I don't know how to say it. Go ahead if you get something else.
The beginning of aging or more, senior moments.
Right. And he's kind of predisposed to something with, I don't know, it feels like it's not connecting as clearly. It's almost steadiness. It does seem to be neuro to me. It comes from a message is not, it's almost like there's a block that's blocking the messages. I'm wondering.
Yeah.
If it is something to do with the neck. Go ahead.
I see him kind of twitching, like and that's why it kind of made me think of the ear, because he's like pushing his ear up this way to try to figure things out, or try to hear something, connect with something. He does have a blockage in the neck, Glenn says. Okay. Yeah.
Kind of what I'm noticing.
Yeah.
But he feels like he's in the perfect family with the perfect owner. No matter what he goes through, or, even as he gets older and stuff, he feels like there's no better place for me to be. Like, because my owners don't just sit on their hands. They just take action. They pay attention and take action. So, like, look, he's got this action seize the day. He knows you pay attention to him. You don't ignore him. He's a big part of who you are. You guys are in key, in harmony together. You act as one, companionship through thick and thin. You always got each other's back, he says. There's family, though. I feel like not just a single person. He seems to spread his love and attention between more than one. Because there's just that one, but he's going, yeah, there's more than just one. And he also says, this is a natural part of my, living and process. And he goes, and please don't take it on as something you've done or haven't done, right? He says, this has nothing to do with the way you've cared for me or haven't cared for me. It's more my own thing. So I don't know if you were worried about that or something, but he did give me the forgiveness, set yourself free. Don't be blaming yourself about it or thinking, did I do something? Have I been feeding you? No, none of that. It feels like this is part of his, path. Now you ask, is he in pain? I don't think so. You were worried about, yeah, he said, please don't worry about that. For one thing, in all this time I've been doing animal readings, all these decades, they don't really access pain in the same way. It's like they don't have that, like let's say they hit by a car and they're going, it's not, the focus isn't on the body, it immediately goes to the spirit or something. So even in this, they always move forward. It's like they're not stopped with illness, or they don't have all that emotional, mental stuff about an ache or a pain. So it is what it is, and they just move forward. Whereas we would tend to worry about it.
Yeah, we have all the constructs around it, don't we?
Yeah. And then we make it bigger than it is. And then, it's so painful. They don't really do that as much. So he's not giving me that he's walking around in pain. He does realize that his balance is off.
Yeah.
Because that's something that he sees and knows. But he doesn't, even that, they just always move forward. It's like, how I just got goosebumps all up down my back. And that remind me of those tremors. I was going to say that before, is that sometimes I'll get that kind of a feeling when I'm with spirit energy, and it's like a goosebump. I don't actually go, but I probably could tremor or shake about it. They just, how we say they have all that unconditional love. It's like there really is that focus. They just focus on forward movement all the time, being there, being who they are, in love, especially those that live with people, so he couldn't be happier about his situation.
Yeah, I do feel like he is really happy. I got transformation. So, but the main thing was all these little critters around him. So I don't know if he has part of that family unit is like other animals, but it feels like, I don't know if you're thinking about getting another animal or if you already have one, Glenn, but he says, I am worthy and deserving of reward. So I think he's well fed too. He's talking about the food that you give him and how happy he is with it. So,
right.
Yeah. You do have a second dog. Yeah. He knows you're going to be happy if he leaves. So, yeah, you'll be taken care of. And I'll probably be back with you pretty soon.
I know, because it gives me this stepping to the front. Like, it's deceptive, he says. Even when the body stops, the soul continues on, and he says you can just return. He already knows about that.
Yeah.
Now he's talking about that quite a bit. Has he already done this before?
That's what I'm wondering, because I got an anniversary. So it's life with openness and love. Yeah.
Yep, and like this stepping out in front, being a leader kind of energy. He makes me feel like this isn't his first time at the rodeo kind of a thing. And the fact that he just jumped into that, we just come back kind of an energy. I feel like he's already had experience with that, Glenn. So I don't know. Think about that a little bit. We'll see. It's interesting that came up.
Oh, you just had the anniversary of your 15-year-old dog passing. Yeah, and that's the anniversary that souls usually celebrate, or the passing, not the birth date of coming in, of leaving.
Man.
Yeah.
He knows about past dogs. I don't know. I could go on and on, but we better switch to another.
Anyway, yeah, this is good.
For a reason that he brought that up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Anyway, hon. Well, good luck with him. I'm glad he's going to see a chiropractor. That'll probably help him out quite a bit. Acupuncture, not chiro. Which was it?
Oh, I thought it was Dawn's dog that was going to the.
Oh, you're right. See,
yeah,
I'm a mess. Right. Okay. Thank you, Glenn. Okay, now I said Leela, and I didn't go back to her. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Leela was here. Leela, are you still here, honey?
Yeah.
Oh, you do both, Glenn. Glenn says he does both chiro and neurologist. Whoa, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows how loved he is, Glenn.
Leela, I think I might have jumped somebody ahead of you, but I hope you're still here. We're going to do you next.
She's saying she's still here.
Oh, good. And then Richard Bunbury, if you're here, because you're new to me, and we'll do you. There's a lot of new people to me today, but that's great. All right. We'll go to, you want to read the question?
Sure. She says, my dog, Lyra, is having trouble drinking water. She zips a little, then backs away from the bowl and barks. So I got her a feeding station that's on a stand, but she only drinks if I hold the bowl. Do you feel something in her throat? Like she's got a sore throat or something?
I don't know. Well, I don't always hit on the physical.
Okay.
You guys are all better at that than me. Let me see, though. How old is Lyra?
She eats her food fine. Yeah, good.
Yeah, she thinks the new feeding station's a little weird, and she's not quite. Oh, she's 10. Lyra. Okay, I know.
Oh, thanks.
Lyra. We had to change both of your pronunciations. So look, and you're L-E-I, and she's L-I. Anyway. Lyra. What's going on, Lyra? This is weird for you all of a sudden. It tend to be weird with water. Pretty sure you know how to drink. So the new water station's weird, she thinks. So she's almost got it in her head that you have to help her with it or something. I feel like she's just not quite used to that. But what was the problem to begin with? She said, the max wave and bone barks. Okay. What are you getting, Teri? Are you still like?
Well, a few people saw that she was. It might be a tooth, and I was kind of, when I went into the throat, it felt like something. It was harder for her to get to the water somehow. And somebody mentioned a gerbil feeder might be easier because it feels like when she goes in, it feels like the muscle in her throat, which, you have to use your tongue to get the water. So it's a little bit harder than the food. And she really likes it, Leela, when you hand feed her. Like she feels so loved and so special, like a little baby.
Yeah.
It's just like she just loves that. She would do that all day, every day if she could. She makes
Right.
me cry. Yeah. She's in love with that.
Specialty treatment a little bit. And
Mhm.
like, look, could you hand that to, like put it up and I don't know, on some level, I know you might go, well, we should, but you kind of like it too. So that she likes it, you like it, that she likes it, and she likes it, it goes back and forth like that. Yeah, and I talk sweet to her when I do it. Yep. And she,
Mhm.
I'm not getting like a huge red flag about the water. I do get, my husband says I spoiled her. Well, maybe, but that was what was supposed to happen. The old energy thing is raising its head again a little bit about around the water bowl. Because number one, I don't think she forgot how to drink or anything. It's almost like she goes up there, like in the beginning when she would do that thing of bark and take a sip and back up. Bark. That feels energy related almost to me. Not,
Oh.
it's almost like get away from my water bowl kind of a thing. I'm wondering, was there another cat? I might be going way off the mark. Did you have another cat that's passed? It feels like somebody visiting the water bowl and she goes, get away, or what are you doing here? Kind of a thing. But now with this, yeah, because I don't think she's actually afraid of the bowl. It feels like energy sometimes. I get cat. Oh, my cat Hamish is a reincarnation of my cat Theo. See, I know because little doggy kept saying it's a cat. It's a cat. And then I kept seeing the cat that you have. But it's almost like that spiritual energy of Theo, because he relates it to your kitty cat. It's very interesting. Because
Yeah.
he thinks in that weird way, it becomes like the cat's bowl or something. He goes, no, I don't want it. Or why's that cat here? But it's not. It's not Hamish. I feel like it's a spiritual energy, but that could, so now that you say it's the reincarnation, all that makes sense to me. Go ahead.
Yeah. Are they sharing the same bowl, Leela?
Well, she says the pussycat spills it all the time,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's the same bowl.
Yeah. It feels like
hijinks. Yeah, go ahead.
I pulled this one. I look after myself, body, mind, and soul, but I think this is there are other animals there, and I don't think they're in. And I think they're in spirit. I don't think they're in. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. So,
and you know how, like we talked on the last reading or one before about how the animals' senses are opening too, like ours,
yeah.
and our psychic senses. This feels a little related to that, like having a clearer vision. Your house is very welcoming to your pets. You've loved them past and present. And I do feel they stop in and visit. Now you have 2 water bowls on the stand. Yeah. But now she thinks that new water bowl is a way for you to now hand feed her water. She thinks that's why you got that. Look at that. She only drinks if I hold the bowl. Yeah. She thinks this is a nice little thing you got for her.
Special.
You can hand feed her the water, like the way she likes when you do food. She actually thinks this is the way you use it.
Oh, she says the man who built the house had a lot of animals 25 years ago.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
animal energy in there.
Lots of animal energy. Yeah, Medusa says hamster bottle.
Yeah. Now she thinks she's got it all in her head that it's drinking time. Present me with my bowl. You know, she's very funny. Also, this feels like this is my own drinking bowl just for me. The cat energy can't get around it because you're giving it to me, kind of a thing. So I don't really like, it's like sharing it with cats. But I feel like that ghost cat or that energetic cats. So anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Hamish is there walking across your keyboard now. Yeah. She's kind of wearing a crown, Lila, like a little princess now. She's your princess.
And Hamish goes, whose reading is this anyway? Is
yeah.
Lyra, or is it about me?
You know, and sometimes water can be a real conduit of energy as well. And she might see things in it even. So
those two do have a pretty good relationship though, Lyra and
yeah.
I mean, it's playful and it's back and forth, but they don't not like each other or anything. You said you have another dog too. That feels not kind of a part of this thing. She feels, I don't know, does she have maybe a strong relationship with her husband? Yes, Dave is the other dog.
Yeah.
Is Dave connected to the man in the house maybe or something? I don't know. He seems like his attention goes over there. Okay.
Yeah. Dave is not a princess, is he?
Not as much. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Lyra's territory. Yeah. Dave is more easygoing, I'd say. He kind of comes and goes with the, he's not as we think her too. Oh yeah, good. Cute. Love it.
Beautiful.
No,
yeah.
Dave is goof. Yeah. He's very easygoing. Like
he's happy.
Things don't really bug him like this. If there's water, he go and drink it. He don't really care where the bowl is, who they going to slunk it up. He don't really have a lot of all that going on. He don't really need you to hand him things and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Very cute though. But I don't know. He kind of gives me male energy a little bit, or he has maybe you don't have a man in your home, but he acts like it or something. Okay. Thank you a lot, sweetie. I really appreciate your question. I'm going to try to keep moving because look how fast the time.
I can't believe it.
It goes so quick on the animal reading days. It's the same with whenever Debbie and I, it just time flies and there's always some questions. And I'm not very fast. I like to stay in the animal's energy. And and the longer I stay, like the other little dog wanted to raise his head and make some comments. So, that's why I'm not always super anxious to close the door and move on because there's still other energies floating around. And
there was a lot of energy there in that house too.
Yeah. I'm glad you had fun, sweetie. I had fun too. Okay. So Richard Bunbury says, I would like to hear from my cat Joey, who passed over 2 years ago, a few months after I moved to the new house. Thank you. So you moved a couple months later, little Joey passed away. I had that happen with my kitty cat Cocapelli. She made the move across country, but then here a few months. Well, she passed right after my partner, so I think she went with him on purpose. So she'd be up because it was just a few days later, So let's see about Joey. Why do I have dog cards when I'm reading on Joey the cat? You're always faster than me, so.
Um, they're showing me the house, and they're showing me the chimney. Something about the smoke in the chimney or the energy coming out of it. So I don't know if it was nice and warm, or did you move cross country? Like, was it to a different type of a?
He says his partner had passed.
Okay, that staying home with the partner. That was it. Yeah.
That's weird that I said that to you about my partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be some similar kind of a thing that went on. I'm very sorry for your loss, Richard. I know how hard that is.
Yeah. So sorry. We're both widows.
Yep. Let's see here. Do you have a new kitty? I don't feel like it, but I can be off there.
Oh, this is your partner and your kitty.
Oh, I love that so much. Look how cute.
They are so happy and they're watching you, Richard. I just love that.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you had one now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Happy.
Yeah. I do think that passing was connected in a way to your partner, just to be a companion there. Now you go, yeah, but they left me all alone. And what about that? I'm hearing you say. I kind of went through that with my partner in the past, and my mother and my brother all left. I go, well, what the? But the reason I wanted to know if you had a cat, and I didn't think you did, is because I think we're thinking about changing that, Richard Bunbury. You've kind of been sitting with this energy of no kitty cat for a couple of years. And, it's been kind of tolerable. But I think maybe, man, you're maybe considering, maybe I might like a pet again. Because look, bliss, contentment is at hand. Here's a little fat cat, very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to come to you through innocent, fresh, innocent little eyes. I love that we keep getting all these golden kitties. Now, I get this card every time. Thanks, Glenn, for being here. When a kitty's thinking about returning. Now, I always get the assertive, take your place at the table. And I usually get this every time when a cat or a dog wants to tell me they're thinking about the idea of coming back. They don't like the idea that the house doesn't have this kitty energy that really is good for you. It helps you, balances you. Now, it's interesting because I said that thing of, well, you went with my partner. What about me? It's going, now it's your time kind of a thing. Because, spirit isn't one little tight box. It's more expansive than that. So him and his joy expression can still be there hanging out with your partner. But he's looking to have a new expression, a new lifetime. But he wants to come back to his familiar person. Let me pull one more card on this. Now, I don't know if you've been thinking about, you wouldn't mind to have a new kitty. Because he seems like this is what's on his mind. He has the courage and the ability to reach for the stars. So that's like to make this jump back in. These cards there's a whole series of them that loves to talk to me about reincarnation. God only knows. I never really thought that would be what was going to happen, even though I've always read on reincarnation. But anyway, that's what this has been. So you're saying you're just recently been thinking about,
Yeah.
maybe I'll have a cat again. That's because he's bugging you, your brain cells. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. He's bugging you. Also, it's going to complete your home. So that's your new home right there.
Uh-huh.
And the smoke and the chimney and everything's beautiful. And it's like, he's like, I am going to make you the perfect home, and we're going to be the perfect family. And something about the number 808, but it's weird, Richard, but I was like, you want me to write that? And they're like, yeah. So something about the number 8. You'll get them on the 8. Their 8 is also infinity. So
Yeah. Now he'll be a new energy, but there'll be something about it that reminds you of Joey, probably. But he's going to be a brand new personality, but he'll act like he's known you forever, this new cat. It'll be like that kind of a thing. That's your address?
808. That's why they kept telling me to write that.
Fell off. What the actual? Okay, guys. And she has it written over the top of the door in that picture. And so I was putting my cards away and just shuffling, and then this one jumped out again. Bliss, contentment is at hand. So, we're not talking about way in the future.
Yeah.
We're getting close to the address. We're about coming right there to the 808. So that's great news. I think that's why, Richard, you came today. It's the first time I saw you, so I picked you out of the group. And Teri's magical with her drawing. Because I don't think you've drawn with me before when we've read.
I don't think so. Yeah, I've been drawn a lot lately. It's just
I loved it right away. I'm going, okay, what's all the drawing all of a sudden?
yeah.
I didn't know you've been doing it. But come on, that can't. I don't believe. Look, goosebumps, right, Richard?
Yeah.
I do not believe in coincidence. And I mean, I do, but that just means spirits talking to you loud and clear when there's like a coincidental or a reading like that, which you can't make that up, kind of a thing. I love, she goes, I know I had to write down 808. I don't have a clue why. I don't know what that means. I put it means my address. Oh, I happen to put it right over your door, like the address to your house. No.
Yeah. Well, and they just want to make really clear how happy your home's going to be. It's like you're going to be so blessed to have them back. So,
yep. I know, because you've been kind of acting like it was okay, but you're just going to go on. But no, he's going, no. Yeah. So we're going to shift that up a little bit. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, Richard. Take care.
Okay. Well, what's your time like?
I can do another one. You
okay.
Want to do another one? Yeah.
Do you want to pick one? You can go to start, I think. And
I can.
So many to pick.
Oh my gosh, there are.
Feels like we did a lot, but it never goes down when you get to them.
Right.
It's not, guys. I just always feel bad that I can't read for everybody.
Okay, let's do June.
Okay.
June's at 1:04 my time, which would be 2:04 your time.
Okay, let me see.
June, are you there, dear?
There it is. That's the one with Moose and Rex.
Yeah. Any relationship between Moose and Rex.
June, are you here?
Hello, June. Oh, there she is.
Thanks, June.
Oh, there's one right above that. I don't know if you can pull it up or if you can get it again.
Oh, there it is. It's bigger.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was going to ask all this. Moose, my Chihuahua, I think, died in May of 2020 during lockdown. Oh, I'm so sorry. He was 10, and it was like he gave up after a short cardiac diagnosis. Recently, I see Rex the Rescue acting like him, and vet says strong heart. What? Has strong That says he has a strong heart.
Yeah. And then she wants to know,
Relationship between Moose and Rex.
yeah. Hmm.
So how long have you had Rex? June. Gave up after a short cardiac diagnosis.
Is Rex the rescue dog acting like him, his personality or his symptoms
Yeah.
that he had?
So you got Rex right after Moose passed. Okay. Gotcha. And so are you worried that it's like a heart thing? Is that what we're looking at? Are they related? Is he gonna? Oh, so you got Rex. So his eyes and reactions. Okay, great. Well, I don't think he's gonna. He doesn't feel like he wants to reenact that thing with the heart problem. So he's saying, no, I'm not, repeating that. No, you were wondering if Rex is communicating with Moose. Right. No, I do get that.
Yeah, that's what they were showing me too, that they're in communication. They've got this hoop between the two of them.
Right.
And all this energy going on. So do you feel like it was a walk-in?
I think it's very possible.
Yeah, I do too.
He didn't like. I think he went quickly because he didn't want to go through a long, drawn out medical thing. He felt like, well, I'm going to jump that, and I don't want us to go through that, because you might say, well, that was so quick. We had the diagnosis, and then he went. But he wasn't planning on staying, I don't think, gone. So look at this interesting card. Acceptance, loving what is. So this would be like Moose is no longer here, but I can be gone and here at the same time. That's kind of what I'm getting here. I can be in two places at once. There's a no more Moose, but well, here I sit. Empathy, I see and hear you. I'm still that connect. I'm still connected to you. I'm feeling like he needed a stronger body because that one wasn't gonna work much longer. He could already see where that was heading, and so he wanted to trade it in. Now I know the walk-in thing can be weird, but and I guess I'll never know for sure until I cross over and they explain it to me. But a lot of times in readings, I get that thing where sometimes the soul doesn't need a body, especially when we get to dogs and cats, for an extended period to get the lessons that it wants. So it can get its lessons and move on to the next experience. And then another soul can step in and take the body that's already in form and carry through that way, if that makes any sense.
That was a good way to describe it. Yeah.
So it feels like that. And it feels like our little Moose made that breakthrough. He was bold.
Wow.
He made a big, bold action and kind of took control of his destiny. So I do feel like there is a connection between the two.
Yeah. He's showing me. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just instinct. Trust your intuition, June. You're already sensing that. That's why you ask it in the beginning, in the first place. So it's saying, trust that instinct. It's true. Yeah. Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay. I don't know if it happened around an anniversary, but something about an anniversary is coming in. I face life with openness and love is this card. So, having lots of love. And also, he shows me when he came in like as a gift to you. He has a big bow around him, and he comes out of a big present, a big bucket of presents. And this is his superpower, that he could come back to you. Oh, your wedding anniversary. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Picture now too, with that circle that goes up and then it lands in that present. Because it makes me think of, I went to heaven, I did all that, and then I came back. It looks like that even. That
It
was
does.
my little
Yeah.
plan here. Yeah, I love that. Ooh, I've been having lots of goosebumps today, guys.
I've been too.
Lots of goose flesh, which is always a good sign to me, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep Teri too long because she's got a lot of other stuff going on, like everybody does, especially at this time of year. I appreciate all you guys being here. I had a lot of fun connecting with all your little babies, both ones in form and ones on the other side, and everything in between. It was a lot of fun, as always is. And Teri, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you, Mark. I had so much fun. It's always fun to read with you. Thank you, everybody here.
I agree with that. I love reading with you. It's like sometime in this adventure, we just meet up by some kind of happenstance with somebody we really connect with, or just energetically we blend or something like that.
We do. We've got a lot of similarities.
That's the way I feel about you. So it's always a lot of fun. So thank you guys. I hope you have a really good week. I'm gonna go tend to my beans.
Oh, yum.
Now Annie Bear's probably eating hers. I gotta get mine going. Okay, guys, I love you. We'll see you again real soon.
Bye, everybody.